You know what, Karl?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, so am I. Hungry for content that we can put on YouTube and make money from.
Yeah, hashtag Fat in Focus.
That was awful. Let's never do that again. So, Brad, I don't think we've actually decided on the title of this one. But do you want to explain the theme of today's video?
Yeah, well, as we've just said, Karl and I are actually pretty hungry.
Oh, yeah.
And we thought that maybe we should use this hunger as drive to talk about junk food.
Yeah, because
The best junk food.
that's the thing. I'm trying my best, guys. People keep calling me fat, but I am trying my best. I do go to the gym every day.
People call you fat if there was a mirror in front of the camera. I'm in such bad shit.
It's like, and I exercise all the time, but my one vice, it is food. Like food and drink. I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't really play video games that much anymore, but if someone says, Karl, do you want to get a pizza? Right, or go for a drink, you just see me and I go, yes. So let's use my weakness and monetize it for content and talk about like the best comfort junk food, crappy food that we know is bad for us, but we fucking love it anyway. And we're going to start with a mutual love of both of ours for all the Sheffield peeps out there, and that is fucking kebabish wedges. Yeah! And people are probably arguing, the fuck are you talking about, kebabish wedges? Get fucking on our level. Like, Brad, describe them. Describe just these parcels of heaven to the people at home.
It seems like such an innocuous...
My mouth's watering thinking about it. I'm not even joking.
It seems like an innocuous place. SFC Kebabish on London Road. And even though it's down as
first as well, no one is sponsoring us for this stuff.
Oh, no, we're just doing this out of the can.
We're just doing it because we fucking love them.
Yeah. As I was saying, Kebabish, SFC Kebabish on London Road.
Yeah. They're a pound, buy them, they're amazing.
Yeah, the wedges, like you order them thinking, well, I'm not really in the mood for chips. I'll get some wedges. And they're probably going to be like most of the places that do wedges, you know, they're sort of like the little triangles.
The soggy.
And the soggy and like they're oven cooked, whatever. But no, they arrive and you open it and you're like, these aren't wedges, these are like roast potatoes.
Yes.
Well, you realise that they're not roast potatoes, they're the similar shape like chunks, but they've been deep fried in the same stuff they cook the chicken.
So it tastes like roast chicken.
Oh, and so you take a bite of them, and it's like it's soft and like smooth. I don't know
it's
what
like
potatoes
it's like a roast potato
Yeah.
if your mum was Guy Fieri. It's that.
Yeah.
It's a roast potato that because they're so fucking good, and it's to the point where and Brad can confirm, every single member of our mutual friend group has over time been converted to kebabish wedges to the point where we don't even give a fuck what else they sell. We will order stuff just to get the wedges. They're that good, right? They're so tasty.
Yeah, I was just explaining to Karl before we started the video. I've recently discovered that the kebabish chicken strips, not the chicken pieces, the chicken strips, taste similar to the kebabish wedges.
They're cooked in the same oil.
So the last time
you've got chicken that tastes like wedges and wedges that taste like chicken, match made in heaven.
Yeah, so I just ordered chicken strips and wedges twice.
And didn't invite me.
To get off the price.
Yeah, that's what we do. It's so good. But it's going to sound like we're advertising. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And it is well known on this channel now, I love me some fucking beans.
Oh, God.
But people don't know how seriously I take my fucking beans.
I mean, they kind of do. Like, you've got a special recipe for cooking them.
It's not a special recipe. You put them in a pan with oil. It's just the technique. It's the technique that's special.
You done it with butter before, though?
No, you can do it with any kind of fat, but oil's usually lard's best, but lard's really bad for you.
Yeah.
And what you do, and I'll tell people again, so they all know, if you're cooking fried beans, you get a really nice pan, non-stick, and you put a tin of beans into there using some hot oil. If you want to be a real big dick baller, cook sausage in the pan first, cook it in the sausage fat. But this is really bad for you, and I reserve it for when I'm making a full English. And what you do is you just cook them in the oil so they go sticky, and you can tell they're done, because you'll run a wooden spoon, or like a wooden spatula, down the centre of the pan, and they'll leave the beans form like the Red Sea, like your Moses, but they'll stay for like 2 or 3 seconds. That is the optimum stickiness for the beans, for them to be amazing. But anyway, I take my beans very seriously. People are thinking, oh, he probably says Heinz. No, fuck Heinz. Heinz have gone so downhill because the sauce, it's too thin. And you can't put on beans on toast and get soggy fucking toast. Fuck that. Soggy toast, worst toast. Get that shit out of here. No, it's Branston is the king of regular beans because they're sticky sauce and they've got good quality Harriet beans, is what the beans are made of. But we're not done yet because my number one comfort food, and people always get pissed off when they find out, like, you're a big deep YouTuber, you live in this nice little flat, you've got this, like, you're doing really well for yourself, and my comfort food is smart price beans and sausages on toast, specifically the cheapest bread you can get. I don't know, and it just takes me back to being a kid, like living on a council estate, when I was told I could get my treat of beans and sausages, because I love beans on toast, but beans and sausages are where it's at. And I specifically just got a taste for the cheapest ones you can get with the sausages that look like little turds. They look like basically like little chipolatas, like the wrinkles on the outside. I don't know what it's about them, because I know they're awful, but they're so good. And it's specifically not the smart price ones, it's the ones that are own brand, but come with at least a label that has colour on it. And they cost like 45p or some shit like that. And people get so weirded out when I say my comfort food is this. And Brad, you can confirm as someone who live with me, how happy am I when I get my beans and sausage on toast?
It's like a kid at Christmas, just sat there with there's just this look on your face of just satisfaction.
I like my beans. They're so nice. It reminds me of being a kid. It's that simple. And in that way, it's like anything like comfort food when you were a kid. That like, even though like it's probably terrible for you, it's not very good, that you just love.
I used to have this obsession. I mean, I probably still do. I mean, crisps. I'm a sucker for crisps. When I was little, my favourite flavour of crisps, salt and vinegar. And you don't like salt and vinegar crisps?
No, I smoky bacon. What else?
Salt and vinegar crisps. And what would happen would be, like, every time I'd have a different type of salt and vinegar crisp, I'd be trying to judge which was the best. Because obviously then, I can go for the best one when I'm like, well, I really want it.
The hierarchy of salt and vinegar
but
crisps.
This turned into a personal rule, which I gave up after about 3 or 4 years. But it was if I ever saw a type of salt and vinegar brand, like brand of salt and vinegar crisps I've not tried, I had to buy it.
Just to know.
Had to.
To know.
So even if I'd be out with my mum and I'd have no money, and I'd see like another brand that they just brought out and be like, Mum, I need that. She's like, what? You don't need it.
Didn't you say you made this rule when you were in your 20s?
No. I was in my teens.
Oh, right, fair enough. I thought you said like you did it when you were in uni. So I thought you were out with your mum and making your mum still buy you bags of crisps. My mum still buys me chocolate bars. I don't eat chocolate anymore. Please stop doing this.
But I used to have such an obsession with crisps that once when I was trying to diet, I went out and I bought crisps. I got home and I got really annoyed with myself. I was like, you're not supposed to have bought these, you're on a diet. I used to sellotape crisps to my wall. A bag of crisps sellotaped to my wall above where I was working on my computer. Because I was like, it's a reminder that I managed to turn down the crisps. And they would stay...
People say I'm addicted to alcohol and shit. No, that is an addiction. You need help.
The worst part of it was, it would be on the wall and I'd be like, it's there for a reminder. And after about a week or so,
you'd eat them.
I'd be like, oh, they've been there for a week, Brad. You've proven it. You can buy another pack and replace it, either one that's there. And I would just eat it.
That's
and then
not
just go
self-control.
No, it's not. I was terrible at it.
People got to know, what is the best salt and vinegar crisp that you found?
Well, I don't know, like, there's ones that are obviously at the top rate. I'd say, like, salt and vinegar Pringles are pretty good.
They're not crisps, though. They're mashed potato that's fried, man. Get on it.
I think, well, salt and vinegar squares are the same thing, aren't they? Tyrrell's do some pretty good ones. Kettle chips, the flavour's good, but the texture isn't quite as...
This is a detailed ass breakdown. You've done some thought. I hope you got graphs. I hope you've got like a notebook somewhere with just like markings and shit in it.
I'm not that sad.
Okay.
I think I kind of gave up. Like, I realised that it was stupid and it was probably just an excuse for me to eat more crisps.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of like, but I mean, yeah, the go-to ones usually are, I think not the kettle chip ones, the Tyrrell's ones are pretty decent.
No, fair enough.
Oh God, I think it's Co-op's own are really strong. Like when they're like,
well, that's what it's all about.
They're always like sea salt and balsamic vinegar.
You're like, fuck off with that. It's salt and vinegar. Just give me this crisps. I hate that shit. It's like, oh yeah, it's not cheese and onion. It's like it's hard cheddar and like, you know, caramelized red onions. It's fuck you with your chutney bullshit. Give me some cheese and onion, you bastards. And speaking of which, like I said, council estate kid through and through. I'm not a big fan of crisps, but I do get tempted when I see a bag of Transformer snacks.
Oh my God. Oh.
Don't even fucking know about Transformer snacks.
What's your favourite flavour?
It's the hot and spicy ones.
Hot and spicy ones.
And they are just literally this random shapes, and they're supposedly you can make a car out of them. You get rings and you get something that looks like the body of a car. And the idea is that you make a car out of the Transformer snacks.
Do you remember that phase you went through where they had balls in them as well?
Yeah, I hated that. That's bullshit. What does that transform into? Droid Decker, fuck off. Give me my rings and be on a little car man. That's all I give a shit about. And in the same vein though, space raids.
Oh.
Space fucking raid. Like, you know what? It's probably happened by now. The Area 51 raid is going on at the moment. People are talking about it. Let us know how it went in the comments. But space raiders are just little alien heads that had so much flavour and cost 10p. And I was always like, oh.
What about knickknacks?
Knick-knacks are good. They're too expensive.
You don't like knick-knacks?
Too expensive.
But you get like big bags in some shops for £1.
I don't buy crisps. This is because I am as bad with food as you are, so I don't buy it. I don't buy biscuits, I don't buy chocolate, I don't buy crisps. And that's why I'm so bad when it comes to takeaways.
I thought you were going to say that's why I'm thin and you're not, Brad,
No.
because I give in and buy
I'm
them.
not that bad, I'm not an arsehole. But we need to get back to takeaways and we need to talk about like, what is, for you, king takeaway.
King takeaway.
Because we talked about pizza earlier, and we've talked about king takeaway. Before I need to mention like, an honourable mention to my favourite takeaway of all time, and that is Pizza King in Scunthorpe.
Right.
For no other reason than their thing is all of their pizzas are square. And I'm not making this story up because this is real. I'll find the pictures I've taken and show them to Brad, because obviously all their pizzas are square because they fit better in the box. The thing is, when they sent off to the printers to print off their menus, the guy obviously just typed in pizza on Google Images and just put up various pictures of pizza, all of which are round. So there is a menu that they have saying all our pizzas are square with nothing but pictures of round pizza on it. But it gets better because their reasoning for why square pizza is better than round pizza is because, and I quote, square is more bigger. It says on the thing that their caption is, you get the corners, because corners is spelt wrong, for free. So I order from there all the time and always request, please include a takeaway menu and put it on my mum's fridge with just square is more bigger underlined. And they've never changed it and it's so good.
Did you know there's a pizza place in Sheffield called Square Pizza? And on the menu they've got pizza and round pizzas.
Oh, of course they fucking have, because that is the takeaway. It's so funny, but square is more bigger.
Square is more bigger.
It's so good. And I don't think they've got a new menu and kept it the same, because they know people think it's so funny. And if they ever change it, I'll stop ordering from there, because the pizza's not even that good. It's just, I love getting the menu and ordering from it and just seeing, oh, square is more bigger. So in that vein, Brad, what is the king takeaway for you? I'm talking you are hungover as balls, like your mouth feels like carpet, you had the heaviest night you've ever had, you have dragged your ass out of bed at 11:30 in the thing, you have had the remnants of the beer that is left on your bedside table, you need food, you need it to live. What do you order? You pick up your phone, what do you order?
For a hangover?
No, this is king takeaway, because it's the one that brings you back to life and makes you feel like a king. That's why it's called this. What do you order to get you back to being you?
KFC maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
We live in Sheffield, one of the most culturally diverse. There's so many takeaways. You order.
Oh wait, no. Greek.
Oh, here we go.
Greek
Greek food. Okay.
So yeah, there's the greedy Greek. Everyone, obviously, if you're in Sheffield, you know it. You buy the it's pork and halloumi wrap.
You're not selling me so far, I'll be honest.
Pork and halloumi wrap. Then you can get some chips in there. They've got I think they're sprinkled in oregano or something. But they do a dip that a friend showed me. It's called straffilia, and it's a feta cheese dip.
That actually sounds alright.
It's amazing.
And that's what you do to bring you back to life. That's to get your evanescence on.
My tastes go all over the place, so it'd be a different answer every day. But right now, I could totally go for some of that.
All right, you know what mine's going to be, don't you?
Is it going to be your massive Chinese?
Yes, it is. It's going to be the pile of brown called my Chinese takeaway.
Let me describe Karl's Chinese order.
Do it. You've witnessed it and you've seen me eat it
I've
in one
ordered
go.
it for you before by just saying, do you want the usual?
Yeah.
Karl will always order
Same thing.
portion of chips,
Yep.
portion of rice,
Yep. Fried rice.
portion of noodles,
Yep. Fried noodles.
curry sauce.
Or a chow mein if I'm feeling especially extravagant that day.
Yeah,
You two don't pay that well, folks.
And he will just pile it onto a plate, cover it in curry sauce, and just inhale it.
Yeah.
And in the morning, when he wants to reheat it, he won't reheat it separately.
No, you put it
He'll
all in a
mix it
wok together
to just create this
know
massive brown sludge.
And it tastes fucking awesome. And that's why it brings me back. It gets me ready for the day. And I feel so great because it's just carbs. It's just carbohydrates, just all piled up together, covered in curry sauce. And it's what you need. It's so necessary, and that's why we're going to continually get comments about me being fucking fat. Because I have those days like, I need like I need just my double takeaway night. I need like, oh, it's so good.
It's got to the point where that's so ingrained that that's what you eat. I was looking at a Chinese takeaway a couple of months back, and they had you know how they've always got those little dishes?
Yeah.
One of them was curry sauce chips, fried rice, and noodles.
Well,
and I looked at it and went, that's the Karl. That's the Karl.
Well,
this place delivers the Karl.
It's because that's what my local takeaway did when we were kids. It's like what the Chinese takeaway had, and because obviously we didn't have a lot of money, so you get the thing that's cheap.
Yeah, I think the best thing for hangovers is it's got to be something stodgy.
Yeah.
Like either pizza or
So
maybe
good.
even a burger just with the bread.
So good. Yeah, the thing is though now, I've got to go back and do fucking like 2 hours of rendering, and I've got to go to the gym after this. So I've got a protein bar in my bag, and that is my food for the next 6 hours.
This conversation just made me hungry.
This is the worst. This is the worst idea we've ever had. But you know what, Brad? Square is more bigger.
That's the conclusion we're going away
Yes,
with.
square is more bigger.
Oh man, isn't Ignatius from Nightmare Creature so cool?
Stop it!